Well, hey there, I'm Emma from English, and today we are going to find out the answer to this question. What's my English level? It's a question that my students ask me all the time. How do I find out my English level? Well, firstly, nothing will beat a personal English level assessment with a qualified English teacher. But I wanted to help you to get an idea about your level and find out where you need to improve your skills. So I've created an online English level test that you can do right here today. Are you ready to find out your English level? Let's go! To help you find out your English level today, I've created an English test that gets progressively more challenging at every step. The first 15 questions are basic levels. You should get most of them right. If you get more than 5 of these wrong in this section, then you're probably at about this level. Then the next 15 questions are intermediate. If you get more than 5 of these questions wrong, then your level is going to be somewhere around intermediate, upper intermediate. Then the last 15 questions are advanced, and these should really challenge you. If you get less than 5 of these answers wrong, wow, amazing, you're quite an advanced English learner, particularly when it comes to your vocabulary range and your use of grammar. But here's the thing, even if you're not an advanced English learner yet, I still think that you should watch through to the end of the test so that you can learn some new vocabulary and some new expressions as you go. All of it is going to help you to improve your English and push closer to that next level. Hey ladies, do you want to practice English in real conversations with really lovely speaking partners? Stop watching lessons at home on your own and come join us at Hey Lady. Hey Lady is an online community for women. We'll help you to meet new speaking partners and practice real conversations in English. We offer a free trial so that you can experience everything on offer in a full membership, and it's free for 10 days. I've put the link down in the description below so that you can start your free trial today. As we go through the questions, you'll see a little countdown timer which is going to show you how long you have to answer that question. Grab your notebook, grab a pen, make sure you take note of the ones that you get wrong, and let's get started. Sally goes to school every day. I'm sorry, stop being so angry with me. Some people are really afraid of spiders. After I drank my coffee, I stood up to leave. Yes, we are. Yes, it does. I do yoga on Monday at 8 a.m. I don't have any more money. Amanda is shorter than Steve. We enjoy visiting the beach on the weekend. How many packets of nuts do you want? Margaret's been married since she was 17. We have known each other for many years. Tom used to wear shorts all the way through winter. If I go to the party, I will pick you up on the way. Okay, how are you doing so far? We're going to move on to the next set of questions now. We're going to take things up a notch. These questions are at the B1, B2 levels. That's intermediate, upper intermediate level. They'll get progressively more challenging. You haven't seen him perform on stage, have you? I prefer spending time with people who respect me. It's not the same as mine. I don't need to be back at work until 3, so we should have enough time to visit the gallery. Since we live and work together, we see each other every hour of every day. He might have visited China before I met him. If you had told me you needed a lift, I would have left earlier. He lives on the other side of the country. My brother borrowed my car over the weekend. It was such a beautiful sunset. Has she spoken to me about it? You had better start looking for a new job. Neither do I. I had been living in Penang for a year before I even tried asam laksa. What amazes me is where you get all of your energy from. Woohoo! So you've made it to the last section of this test. If these questions are starting to get a little trickier, that's because they are. We're starting to focus on some common expressions and some fixed phrases, so you'll need to have a really good understanding of English to confidently move through this next section. Now, if you're not super confident about your answer, if you just take a lucky guess and you happen to get it right, good for you. But still, make sure you add a little star next to that question and just decide if you really should count it as an accurate answer. Just do it for you. You're doing this test for you. No one else needs to find out about how it was or if you got all of them right. Just be truthful to yourself, okay? On the whole, I think you provided a good summary of what transpired today. I agree with you to a point, but there has to be more to the story. We had made plans to drive Granny to the hospital together, and then, for no apparent reason, Samuel decided not to come. An electric car is a really economical way of driving across Australia because they don't require as much fuel. This kind of web application, which is often used by remote teams, provides the opportunity for informal interactions throughout the working day. There's no point trying to get everything done today. We'll just need to finish it off in the morning. I had expected the airport to be deserted, but on the contrary, I'd never seen it so crowded. Thank you so much for helping us get organised before we depart. At the very least, let me buy you dinner to show my appreciation. I would ask you to stop using such strong language. You're offending our guests. I know you're excited to get started, but it's a delicate negotiation. Let's just take it one step at a time. I've read this article 3 times over, and I'm still not sure what it's getting at. He will certainly not be invited to our wedding. After the way he treated Martha, he's not welcome. When in social situations, try to avoid using technical jargon when you're talking about your work. The two parties had such differing views. They required a mediator to help settle their differences. Mary has some quirks. Even so, I quite like spending time with her. Well done for making it all the way through. Why don't you tally up your answers and see how you went? If you want to, let me know down in the comments. Let's just jump on to the last part of this lesson. I want to talk to you. Here's the thing. I despise English levels. Your English level on paper, the results that you get from a test, it's really helpful. It's useful to know that information. But they do not define who you are or what you're capable of doing in the future. And so often, the way that we think about our results or the way that we think about ourselves after we get those results actually stops us from improving or moving forward. It really messes with our self-belief and it messes with our self-esteem and our motivation to keep going, to continue. And sometimes it's that thinking that convinces us to give up or to reduce our ambitions, to settle for less. You know, I was aiming for this and I don't think that I can do it. I am very lucky to know many, many incredible English students. And I can confirm that those who score well on paper are not always the best communicators, and that intermediate English speakers can be vibrant and effective communicators as well, even if they don't have the vocabulary range or the accuracy with their grammar. They can still use the language that they have to communicate clearly and to communicate well. So now that you have completed this English test, make sure, please, for goodness sake, please make sure you take note of the questions that you got wrong, including the ones that you just took a lucky guess and you got right, and learn from them. This is the opportunity that you have right now. Thank you for stopping by at English Today. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel for more English lessons in the future. I will see you next time.